Hey guys, what's up? Paul Monroe here coming at you. Man, this is a really cool video today because we're going to show you how to come up with drum parts with a bass player. I got my good friend Eric Burdett here who's going to be helping us out. And if you're struggling with how do you come up with drum parts, what's your, my method of thinking, how do I come up with parts? I usually try to lock in with the bass. Okay, guys, so if you're ready to take your drumming to the next level and learn how to take drum beats and apply those correctly to a bass part, then this video is for you. We're going to dissect specific bass parts that Eric is going to come up with, and we're going to come up with drum parts for that are going to match those bass parts, and we'll give you some simple versions, some intermediate versions, and some more advanced versions so you can hear the difference, all right? If you're ready, let's do it! All right, guys, welcome back. So like I said, this is going to be a really cool video because we're going to be working with Eric here. Eric is a great bass player. How many of you seen that movie, Fast Times at Ridgemont High? Oh, yeah. That's right, man. This guy was the bass player in that movie. So you might be going, oh, yeah, or oh man, I got to check out that movie, check out the bass player in the band. But this guy could play, which you'll see in a minute. All right, guys, now we got the better mic on. You should be able to hear me much better now. And what we're going to do is we're going to come up with a few different grooves. We're going to do 3 different grooves and 3 different drum versions or drum beats to those grooves and see if you can see the difference. So, Eric, what's the first groove that we're going to be doing?
It's the second part of an original tune called Happy Days of mine. And it's the funk section. So
it's the funk section of Happy Days. All right, so Eric, give me a little sample of the first groove we're going to work with. Perfect. All right, so what I'm going to do is the first groove that I'm going to play is I'm going to do a 4 on the floor. I'm going to pop all those like quarter notes with Eric right on that groove. And it gets this is what really gets the people moving and the dance floor going, right? Right, Eric?
Yes, it does.
So da-da-da-da-da. So that's the first one we're going to do. Let's see what that does. Let's check out that clip right now. Okay, cool. So now that you saw that clip, the next time around, we're going to do the same groove, but this time I'm going to change it with the bass drum a little bit, so see if you can hear the difference. I'm going to put a couple extra notes on the bass drum. I'm going to get away from the 4 on the floor, and it's just going to give you a little bit of a different feel. Doesn't say that it's right or wrong, it's just different. It's whatever you like. And the beats that I'm playing are definitely not the only beats that you can come up with. Try and come up with your own. I'm just giving you a few examples. Let's see the second one. All right, right on. Hopefully you like that. See what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That's my boy right there. That boy can play. So that was real cool. And now the last time around, what I'm going to do is I'm going to really fancy up the bass drum. You'll definitely hear the difference in this one. I'm just going to put some John Bonham stuff in there and just kind of fancy it up. Not try to get too crazy to get away from the groove. But this is kind of the kind of stuff that you could throw in every once in a while. Let's see that one. All right, very cool. So now that you saw that, we're going to move right into the second groove. And Eric, tell us a little bit about the second groove we're going to check out.
So this groove is from Adam Nidia, bass player, 6-string bass player. And, I forgot the name of the song.
That's right. You are playing 6 strings, man.
Yeah, 6 strings, yeah.
Damn, dude.
And it goes like this.
Right on, man.
Something like that.
I love it. I mean, how could you not groove to that? That is, you got to make the faces and everything. And it's all part of it, right?
Yeah.
The faces are important.
Yeah, I can't help that. This is my face.
So obviously, I heard 4 on the floor there. I mean, with these kind of grooves, you cannot go wrong with the 4 on the floor. So let's hear what the 4 on the floor. Let's hear what the 4 on the floor sounds like with this groove. All right, see that? So you definitely can't go wrong there if you want to do that. Now, I'm going to change it up just a little bit, and we'll bring it up a little bit. We'll go from the basic to the intermediate level, and we're just going to change up the bass drum mainly, maybe some hi-hat things. Mainly, we're just changing up the bass drum to change the feel. So see how you like this one feels. See how you, what is it? See how you,
well, I mean, I like that. See how you like
this one feels. See how you feel this one likes.
Yeah.
I'm getting all confused now. It's getting late, man.
Yeah, that's all right.
See how you like that. Well, see if you like this one.
Yes. There you go.
Okay, so on that groove, you saw I was really trying to punch the bass drum with a lot of the punches that Eric was doing on the bass. So I'm hearing for that. Hit that again, the second one, the second groove.
Second groove?
Yeah. Perfect. So you see what I'm saying? And I always tell you guys, you got to be able to sing this stuff. If you can sing in your head, it sounds right. That's 4 on the floor. And then change up the bass drum. You got to be able to hear and feel those parts that the bass is playing so you could match that with the bass drum, and that's what makes the song feel really tight. Right, Eric?
I agree.
You agree?
Yeah.
You got anything you want to add to that?
No. I mean, you covered it all. Covered it all.
Okay, and so you saw that. Now the third one we're going to do is I'm really going to funk up the beat a lot. I'm going to make it more like a shuffle. Don't. So here's what I'm hearing. There's a lot going on. So I have to play like a 6/8 type of shuffle. Let's see what that sounds like. right, cool. So yeah, Eric was just pointing out to me that it was like ghosting things, trying to figure out the feel of it. Yeah, you can feel it like 4/4 done. 1, 2, 3, 4, or boom 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it really depends on how you want to hear that pulse in your head. And if you experiment with that, then you can come up with the different 6/8 inside of a 4/4 pattern. Now we're getting too advanced, man. We're just here to groove. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Last one we're gonna do. You guys are probably familiar with this tune. Who did it?
Stevie Wonder, Higher Ground, and then Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Right on, right on, right on. Hopefully we won't get penalized for doing this on YouTube.
Shouldn't.
But we should be all right.
Yeah.
All right, so let's play a little bit of that. Let's hear a little bit of that one. Woo! My man.
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
So, as I just kind of put through the bass drum in there, just so you could hear that. There's no way you could go wrong with 4 on the floor, right, Eric?
I agree.
I mean, it's just like, it's always there. It's in all the disco grooves. The 4 on the floor, you can't go wrong with that. So here's my 4 on the floor version of this groove. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is more just like a regular shuffle. So the beat I'm going to be playing would be gum gum cha gum gum cha gum gum cha gum gum cha, and the right hand's going to be playing the shuffle beat. Ta 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 cha gum cha. Let's see what that one sounds like. So you could see all the different variations and all the different ways that you could make different beats work with the same exact groove. And I think this is Eric's favorite groove. This one, we're gonna throw a real fancy kind of shuffle beat with the bass drum. So the bass drum is gonna be playing the same thing the hi-hat was doing in the previous one. Actually, they're going to be matching together. So the bass drums will be going just like the hi-hat, just like a shuffle beat. And it really enhances what Eric's doing on the bass. Sometimes you don't know if it's Eric playing or the bass drums playing, right? So let's check that one out. All right, guys, thanks so much for checking this out and hanging out with me and Eric today. Thanks, Eric.
No problem. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me,
man.
It was fun.
And Eric is for hire. He's like $5,000 an hour. $6,000 an hour. His rate went up a little bit last night, so you know. But check him out on Fast Times Ridgemont High. And again, thank you so much, guys, for coming and check this out. Hopefully you learned something from this, and now you kind of get an idea of, you know, how to think about certain grooves and how to apply them with a bass player, and especially these funky types of grooves. You can never go wrong with 4 on the floor. Oh, okay, and finally, just subscribe to my channel. comment below, and make sure you hit that like button. And next to the like button, there's a little bell next to the like button, and that'll notify you of all the new videos that I put out in the future. So once again, thanks for coming by and checking it out. Hope you learned something from this, and I will see you on the next one.